it like a chump. DJ Chic Chick Live is what you want. MidwestMixtapes.com, the #1 website for Midwest rap. MidwestMixtapes.com. They promote and market albums, mixtapes, singles, and videos. MidwestMixtapes.com. They can get you on DJ conference calls, blogs, and email blasts. MidwestMixtapes.com. They work with several magazines, college radio campaigns, and street teams in multiple cities.
It's going down. Here's another exclusive interview on K100 Radio. You are tuned to K100 Radio.
What's up, good people?
R&B.
What up? You know the drill. Yeah.
K100, you bastards.
Hold on, let me start my live over here on Instagram. Welcome, everybody. This is K100 Radio. I am your host, Blizzum. Thanks, everybody, for listening in. We are going live now with a set of our direct line interviews over here at K100 Radio. And what we do for our direct line interviews is we interview our special guests. Oftentimes they may be, independent artists, or they may be movers and shakers in the music industry. But we do interview other people. We've interviewed authors, politicians, all kind of people, man. So tonight we got a 4-pack for you over here for our direct line interviews. And we're going to run them back to back. We got a lot of interesting guests that we're going to be talking to. Got some music for you guys to check out. Shout out to my people who may be checking in on our Instagram live feed, watching the people over there on the Facebook live feed. Some of the artists that we're going to be talking to tonight, they have music videos. So if you're on the Facebook live feed, you'll be able to see that. All right? That's what's up. Okay? So I always like to, go ahead and just set it off and get right into it when we do our interviews. So let's go ahead and rock out, man. Y'all ready to go? Let's do it.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
All right, yeah.
K100, you bastards.
Our first guest tonight is OG Big Sean, and we got him on the line right now for our direct line interview. OG, what's up, homie? What's good?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Man, what's going on? Welcome to the broadcast. I appreciate you rocking out with us over here tonight.
I appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. So I'm going to stop the music real quick. Share with our audience right now who we talking to, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself to our audience.
Oh, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm OG Big Sean, CEO and founder of United Music Mafia. Man, we're the #1 independent label in the industry right now. You know, we got a lot of big stuff popping. You know, we're just here to give people opportunities and stuff like that.
So we're talking to the man in charge on top. All right, back to the background music. So, yeah, because we got some artists. We've got artists that we got lined up for today, but it's cool to talk to other people who are running independent labels. So I guess my first question is, what made you get into the music industry? What made you want to decide to do music and decide to, run a record label and sign artists and take it to where you got it to right now? What was your inspiration to get into the game?
Well, I was in the military for a long time. I did like 27 years. So while I was in the military, I was listening to music. I got exposed to a lot of countries, and, I'm a hip hop head. So, I started producing, and I produced for some name brand artists and, just doing everything that I could. So, I always kept up the trend and watching the industry, how it works, and understood the mechanics, how everything was running. So I was I put a lot of stuff together and was like, the main key that people are missing was opportunity.
Right.
The plugs, or it be the back end, or, it might be the personality of the artist. Because, some people don't understand the business side of things. They think it's just about putting pen to pad and filming a video.
Right.
So my thing was, sometimes people let time get past them, but they still have that drive. We can mold the image. So, I thought about everything, and then I was like, there's some people out there that need an opportunity, like as we say, need to fulfill a destiny or the bucket list.
Right. Exactly.
And then, so I was like, let me form United Music Mafia.
Right.
So What's that?
No, I was gonna say, how long has the label been up? Like, how many years have you been in the industry? You did 20-something years in the military. How long have you been doing United Music Mafia?
Oh, well, United Music Mafia was formed April 2020.
Oh,
and we boomed it to what it is today.
Okay, all right.
But prior to that, I have about 30 years in the music industry. You know, I was doing music while I was in the military. I did it before I did the military, and that's how I paid my way through college. Okay. And I just decided, you know, I wanted to give back to my country and the people, so that's why I joined the military.
That's a very interesting conversation, and shout out to the people that's watching live right now on our Instagram. A couple people over here watching, checking in. Missy Marie. I see JC Rockers over there looking at our Facebook Live. Also, big props to anybody who's listening on our mobile app, or maybe listening to us on K1radio.com, or maybe listening to us on TuneIn Radio. Thank you for joining the show. We chopping it up with OG Big Sean. And, you know, I got a question for you, bro. Because we got one thing in common that we got one thing in common that you might not know. Now, I'm also a veteran, right? Myself. I was in the military. Okay. Now, I didn't do 20. I couldn't make it 20 years, bro. I couldn't do the 20. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't do the 20.
Yeah, man.
But I did.
It was hard.
It's hard. It's hard. But I did a couple of years, fam. And what it does, I guess maybe the big thing that it does for you is it opens your eyes up to how big the world really is. Like, it's bigger than your block.
Yes,
it's bigger than America. It's bigger than your state. It's bigger than your family. It's huge. The world is huge. And so for me, it was an eye-opener. And I realized that, man, we focus a lot of time on small expectations and small goals. Can you tell me a little bit how that experience, helped you mold your plan of action for United Music Mafia? Because having a worldview changes everything. Even when you're trying to inspire other artists and be creative, you start thinking outside of just regional success. You start thinking global success. Because you're like, man, I was overseas in Haifa, Israel, and they was jamming songs that I hadn't heard in 10 years over here in America, and they was singing it word for word. So I'm like, just talk about that a little bit. That's a unique perspective that people need to hear, you know, from somebody who's, you know, getting established an actual record label, because I'm pretty sure it comes into your marketing plan.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So we come from the background. Thanks for your service. I want to say that up front.
You too.
But so check this out. I've been all over the world. Germany, Korea, Russia, you know. So I've gotten exposed to all that. So exactly what you said. Those old songs that they was playing, they like brand new over there. So, you know, I don't know if you know or not, I currently live in Dubai. Oh. And then I'm in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm calling from Saudi Arabia right now.
Oh, yeah. That's what's up. Yes.
So my plan was this, exactly what you said, is, you know, I was exposed and I understood people. I learned the culture over there, the music, how it's going. And then I blended it with the United States. You know, my mind was, you know, thinking like outside the box the whole time, you know, because I was like, well, hey, let me set a seed here. For example, when I was in Germany, I networked with all the DJs, which, you know, the two main people are DJs and PR who make a label pop.
Right.
So, you know, I got to give a quick shout out to my girl, Miss Carmen, for Platinum Voice PR, you know, because she does everything for us. She is the hottest person out there when it comes to PR. Well, so what I've done was I took that and I was like, hey, let me start planting these little seeds, because I'm going to get out of the military one day and I want to do something. You know, I want to stick with music. So that was like part of my marketing plan. And I was like, told Frank and Sam, which is the VP and the president of my company, I said, hey, we're going to establish this, and then we're going to, y'all maintain the U.S., I'll maintain outside the U.S. And this is what the intriguing part is. I have 23 artists on the label, but I have 20 labels signed up under me and 6 labels outside the U.S. that are signed up under me. So I kind of, you know, it's like a chess game, you know what I'm saying? Throughout all them years, it's been a plan that was been put in the making, but I didn't know it was going to be United Music Mafia. It could have been some other name or whatever. But United Music Mafia was, I'll tell you about a quick story how I got that name. And then, I put it all together. So I was thinking on a global platform right off the bat. Mm-hmm. So if I got these people outside the other countries, like you experienced Israel, so you have a connect in Israel. So, my thing is this. If I was in Israel, I didn't network with the DJs. Now I'm piping them music, my indie artist music.
Right.
So if we pop outside the U.S. and then we're popping in the U.S., that's another ball game right there.
It really is.
That's an opportunity that a lot of indie labels probably never experienced or can understand. Like, people are like, wait, how's he popping in London? How's he popping in Germany or Russia, places like that? See, they don't know that, hey, I lived in these places. We get PCS for like 3 years, a year. That's a long time to build a relationship if you got that mindset,
Exactly. So, and there's, I like the whole point that you're making here of reaching outside of the U.S. Here's the thing that I got to tell you. Here's the thing I got to say to you, OG. This is K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip hop and R&B.
You listen to a direct line interview. You know the drill.
K100, you bastard.
All right, and we're chopping it up with the homie OG Big Sean over here on K100 Radio. And listen, so what you're saying is totally relevant. And I got a couple questions for you about the exact path that you're going to take with these independent artists. Like, for instance, with the internet, the things that we can do today, like even this interview wasn't possible 20 years ago, right? Like the technology wasn't there.
Right,
we just couldn't do it like we can do it now, right? So we have all these things at our fingertips that let us connect with people on the other side of the globe instantaneously. You're calling this show from Dubai, which is on my bucket list, by the way. I'm kind of mad I ain't over there with you right now, honestly. It's on my bucket list.
Come anytime. Hey. You got open door, man.
Listen, man. Hey. Don't trip, because I hit your inbox like, bro, me and wife on the plane, and we need a liaison. Because, hey, we traveling this. The only reason why we ain't go overseas we were supposed to go overseas for our anniversary, and then COVID hit. I got really sick. I almost checked out. You know what I'm saying? So,
oh, man.
Last year, I was in the hospital for 3 weeks last summer, in July. Almost lost it. You know what I'm saying? But God bless me, I'm here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I made it through, but I'm a survivor of it, so I understand it. But even that's another subject. But I want to talk about this game that you got going on over here. So let me ask you this. When you're trying to work an independent artist with the people that's over there, overseas, like in Dubai, tell me something that, a way that you would approach someone overseas that's completely just not even in the scope of what you would think to do over here in America. Like what's one thing that you feel like, listen, over here, this is one way to approach people over here in Dubai that they would never either the DJ wouldn't accept it, the platform wouldn't accept it, or either the artist or the person wouldn't even think to approach them that you've learned from being over there doing music?
Okay, so the biggest thing is this. They're all about visuals over here. If you're not popping on social media or you haven't done no shows for YouTube or something like that, they have to understand that, because hip hop and rap is fairly new here. The culture's here, but it's not here. You know what I'm saying? It's like in its infancy right now.
Right.
It's an untapped market. They got it's called the GCC. They have so many talented people out here. They just need that extra little push. So the thing is this. So that's why I use myself, United Music Mafia, and then I post on ours, and I let them see that. So when they see that, now in their mind, they're looking at a Universal, an Empire, somebody like that. I'm bigger than that. To me, I'm the biggest label out there.
Right.
Because I'm doing the same thing the majors are doing. I'm maneuvering like they are, and people see that. So that's enticing to other countries. Like, man, he's way over here doing this, or hey, he's in Africa. I'm talking to this guy, because I'm very transparent. I'm very approachable, because I know how it is when you got a dream, and then time gets past you. Next thing you know, you're 30, 40, and you're trying to rap. My thing is, I'm trying to make that dream come true.
Right.
So to answer to circle around to your answer is, I always put, I'm very professional. I put myself in the forefront, like, hey, I'm United Music Mafia, and check this out. This artist right here. Now, you can either pay $1 million to get this artist over here, or pay me $50,000 to get this guy over there. Mm-hmm. He's going to give you the same show, because I'm going to expose the United Music Mafia artist, and that person's going to go global. And that's a big thing in the U.S. So when people see us maneuver, they're like, well, wait, hold on. You here, and here. Oh, here's my numbers,
Right.
And, there's a lot of things that people need to understand. And I've authored 2 books, and they're on Amazon. I made them, Miss Carmen's always getting on me because I made them 99 cents, because I believe in helping people. I want people to fulfill their dreams.
Right, but I still need about $5 out you, though, at least. 99 cents for a book? Yeah, I would be getting on you, too.
Yes,
Carmen.
sir.
Carmen is correct. Carmen is right. Carmen is right.
Yeah.
99 cents for the book, fam. We need $5. Listen, you don't want to pay $5 for this game. Ain't nothing I can do for you anyway, honestly, at that point. But go ahead.
Right, and that's what she gets on me about that.
Yeah. But listen. So I have another question. So so let's say, okay, you just said something that was interesting to me. You said, okay, well, if I'm talking to a promoter or somebody over in Dubai, or whoever, and I say I want to bring this artist over here. Now you already prefaced that and said they're visual, so we're gonna just assume that whoever you're talking about is popping. They've got action on social media. They've got views on YouTube. And so you're talking to this person over here, and they're like, okay, you say I'm United Music Mafia. I want to bring this artist over here. You guys can't afford to bring Beyonce because she costs about $10 million. So let's just bring this guy for $50,000. Mm-hmm. At that particular point, right? This is where I want to stop. At that point right there, here's where everything gets crazy. Because at that point right there, all right, OG Sean, you're telling them that you want them to pay $50,000. Let's just, you know what? $50,000 is the number in your head sounds crazy when you're talking about an indie artist that nobody in America knows. But let's just say, for instance, $50,000. Right. You can actually convince somebody over there to bring a independent artist over there for $50,000. Just so we clear, that's plausible, that's feasible. Like that's something that can actually happen. Oh. Somebody that's an independent artist over here ain't got no shine in America. You can actually get a promoter on the other side of the world to pay you $50,000 to bring them to perform. I want to be clear about this.
Yes, I am very sure, because it's like this. Like I said, I put United Music Mafia in the forefront. For one, now they're talking to the label, and then they can go on my social medias and all this other, the lights, the glitz, the glamour, and then I'm bringing this artist in a nice package. I can't do it by myself. Like I said, I use Miss Carmen and then the rest of the United Music Mafia team. And then, hey, I always got a contract on me. Like, hey, what you want to do? This is what he could do. He's performed this. He's performed that. But, that goes into his marketing plan. Whenever they do something, we package it right, video it right. We do the things that we got to do to sell that individual. Mm-hmm. And there's other couple mechanics behind that I like to do myself, because I believe in paying artists for everything that they do. Because people got bills,
right?
And I'm not, sometimes when people hear me talk, or I'm talking to them directly, I always I'm like, hey, I got mine. Now we got to get you yours. So don't worry about me. We got to worry about you, because remember, this is always about the individual and their legacy.
Right.
You know,
Right.
we're trying to with that, and so yeah, that's all in the marketing plan. That how we present these artists it's all about showmanship.
Mm-hmm.
Now in the U.S., we ain't gonna get that in the U.S.
That's what that's circling me back around to the point.
$500.
Yeah, if you get $500 for it, Indy. Shout out to Carmen Pearson, Platinum Plus PR. She's over there on the Facebook Live. She checked in and she said that 99 cents is preposterous. I concur. She's over there on the Facebook Live and listening to this conversation. She's like, "Are you fucking serious? 99 cents? I'm with you, Carmen. Like, I I be hitting them for the dub, but I mean, can we get $5 out you for this game, bro? You know what I'm saying? But listen, that's neither here nor there. Listen, Sean, listen. So I'm asking you these questions because most of the time on the show, and even for the rest of this particular block of direct line interviews, we're going to be talking to artists, right? And so it's good to have somebody who's actually running their label. They're not an artist. They're not really focused on it. They're focused on the business side, the back end of it. So let's keep the conversation in context with what you've got going on. What has not what we talking about possibly could happen. What has actually already happened that you've got going on over there with United Music Mafia overseas right now? Like, have you gotten artists playing and buzzing over there right now? What's the? I know you guys say you just formed it in 2020 in April, so it's kind of new. But still, what have you done so far? How far have you come to establishing your footprint over there with the brand?
Okay, well, the brand is booming all over the U.S. All over the world. Mm-hmm. And what I've done, I've made brand ambassadors. I've built actual locations, brick and mortars in these locations. So I put people in positions, because my philosophy and how this business really is this. The music industry is 90% business, 10% talent. People don't understand when I say that. So the footprint's there. Like, we can't, obviously we can't do shows right now because the COVID, but that's just more time for us to build up. And then once that's done, you sign a contract right here. Hey, I'm bringing this guy over, this female. We're gonna put on a heck of a show for you. Mm-hmm. So that it's there now. We gotta bring these people so they can see them in real life. Do their thing, walk around in the mall, sign autographs, and take pictures with people. And we're gonna build. People don't understand that it's easier to blow up outside the country because there isn't no competition versus blowing up in the U.S.
Exactly. That's very true.
The plan should be blow up, if you're capable, blow up outside the U.S. and then slingshot your way back home and retire.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
But see, some people they can't picture that. They're like, me going outside the U.S.? Oh my God, what do I got to do? Well, hey, it's easy. You got somebody like me, United Music Mafia. You get in contact with me. We'll go through, look at everything, and I'll sit with all these promoters and stuff. And they understand, in the States, if you're not a mega star, your best thing to do is, hey, I'm going to rent out this location out of my pocket, charge at the door, promote it real well, and then pay my artists and pocket the rest.
Right.
Over here, it's totally different. Hey, let me get your club, and we're going to split 50-50. But the whole country's going to come out and support. Like, I'll give you a prime example. Our guy in Nigeria, Odie, he's a beast. Mm-hmm. Salute to him. He's got the whole country behind him, and he reps United Music Mafia so hard. He is the director of United Music Mafia in Nigeria. Mm. Like, nothing can go past. If you want to do entertainment, you got to go to him. He's got it like that.
Well, that's
so.
All these plugs, all these plugs that you have, and everything that you're saying makes complete sense to me. But like I told you earlier in the show, it's really hard for people to grasp. I think the one challenge, and maybe you don't see it as a challenge, maybe you see it as just, I don't know how you look at it, but I think the one challenge with that is there are going to be so many hip-hop artists, young hip-hop artists, who maybe getting into the game for reasons other than the craft of just being an artist. They may be getting into the game because they want to be a rap star and not necessarily being a rap artist, which is two completely different things.
Right.
We would agree, right? So
Yes.
So
exactly.
Right. So I would say some of the things, it would be hard to convince them of what you're saying right now. Like I said, I had to preface the fact that I've traveled overseas. When I was in the military, I was in the Navy, so I was on a med crew, so I went to 12 different countries. And you know what I'm saying? And seen 12 different countries in a short amount of time and realized just how big the world really is. And I've traveled overseas since then.
Yes.
So selling that to a young kid growing up over here in the hood who's never really traveled, first of all, getting that kid a passport, if he ain't got no felonies and no crazy stuff going on, making sure they actually can get on a flight and get over there. I'm pretty sure you've ran into that shit already, because I can only imagine that part of it. You know what I'm saying? That part. I know you got to deal with that part and all of the complications that comes with just being somebody that's doing something overseas, but you're dealing with American artists and all of that, man. I got to commend you. It sounds like you guys really have and I know you got more people that you got a footprint over in the States, but I just felt like I wanted to focus on that because I felt like the people listening need to understand how important it is that if you're going to deal with OG Big Sean and United Music Mafia, that you're going to have this is somebody that's over in Dubai right now, calling from Dubai right now, who's got a plug over there overseas, and how really important that is in 2021 and beyond if you're an independent artist, because the money is over there. Being an independent artist, the money is not in America. It's not. It's just not.
No, it's not. And you know what? That goes to the analogy that I always tell people. When you're a kid, you want to be a pro basketball player, pro football player. How many people are actually in the NFL and the NBA or WNBA? Slim to none. It's like winning the lottery. So I use it like that. You know, it's crazy. You know, you're going to have all your eggs in one bucket, and then, you know, what if you got a hole in your bucket? That's you know, people don't understand that. So my thing is, you know, keep driving, but don't let time get past you. You got to think, like you said, people in the hood don't understand outside the U.S.
Yeah, right.
You know, and then just like now, I'm calling you off my phone, my local phone number, because I have a local number, so people don't get them big monster charges. You know how it is when you call overseas,
right?
Exactly. You get that $1,000 phone bill. You're like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and technology today should set the footprint, and you know, get people. You just got to have a plan. That's the bottom line. Don't go into this thinking like, oh man, I'm the hottest rapper. I'm gonna you know, I just went in the studio and recorded. It's bigger than that. It's always, like I say, it's 99% business.
Exactly.
And it's 10% talent. 10% talent. That's not a big number. If your business ain't straight, you know, that's why we hear all these bad deals and stuff going on now. And you know what? I'm not going to go into the percentages that we give people, but it's basically they're pennies on the dollar. I'll put it like that.
All right, so
I'm all about giving people an opportunity.
Listen, and I hate to cut you off. We'll be running up on the clock because we got another interview coming up right after you. And frankly, no one needs to know any of that unless y'all about to sit down and talk business and talk numbers, point blank, period.
Exactly.
So we're just gonna stop that. And you want to know any more about the contracts and all that? Holler at the homie. We're gonna cut it right there.
Yes, sir.
That's it. All right, K100 Radio.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, hip-hop and R&B.
Of course we are.
K100, you bastards.
And we've been chopping it up with the homie OG Big Sean. Before you go, fam, and I got to get ready to check in with my next interview. All right, we got, let me see, I think The Real 9 Shots is up next. Let me check this phone line. Hold on real quick. Let me check the phone line and see if it's him. Hold on real quick, OG Sean. Hey, yo, 803.
Yes, sir.
803, is this Is this 9 shots?
Hey, yeah, this is him.
All right, stand by, homie. Stand by, all right?
All right.
All right. Right, so he's right on time. So we're gonna have to. We run up against the clock. We're coming up on the 7:30 hour. Listen, we can have this conversation and we can talk for hours, bro. For real, about a lot of a plethora of things. Unfortunately, our direct line interviews are slated for 30 minutes and we got to roll. But before I go, let everybody know how they can get in contact with you if they want to be down with United Music Mafia. They want to do a deal. They're trying to get overseas. They're trying to get some money. Holler at the people and tell them how to get with you.
All right, hey, you can hit me up at Sean, SEAN at UnitedMusicMafia.com, or go to submission at UnitedMusicMafia.com. Hit us up on Facebook at United Music Mafia, or Instagram, United Music Mafia, or Twitter at United M Mafia. I want to give a big shout out to K100 Radio, Miss Carmen, Platinum Voice PR, that guy Sam, the General, my wife, and God the most. Hey, y'all take care, and hey, thank you for having me on the show.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate it. I'm glad you came through, and I'm glad we had a chance to chop it up and get this interview in, man. Like I said, we're connected now. Hopefully, hey, listen, I just for the record, we recorded all of this shit, so everybody heard you on the air globally say that if I come to Dubai, you gonna hold me down. So, like, straight up.
Oh, of course.
If I hit your inbox and like, bro, me and wifey on the plane, fam, we need to lay the land. Like, hey, I don't be playing.
Hey.
I might hit you up.
We'll ride some camels. We can go take a camel trip like the boys do.
Hey, all they got to do is clear up this COVID shit for me, and I'm ready to roll. I done saved a lot of money since I ain't been going nowhere the past year. I'm ready to roll.
My door's always open.
Our passport.
It's always open, man.
We already got our passports over here. We ready to go. So, yeah. Period.
Okay.
All right. You know what I'm saying? All right, fam. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. K100 Radio.
Hey, thanks, man.
You are tuned to K100 Radio, Hip Hop and R&B.
We got the real 9 shots coming up. Let me drop these drops, and I'm gonna bring the real 9 shots on here real quick. I'm gonna do these drops, and you guys check this out. Some of my people that we rock with over here, some of our mix shows and stuff. We'll drop these real quick, and you guys hang tight. I'll reset, and we got the real 9 shots coming up for our second direct line interview.
K100, you bastard!
What's good? This is Kelvin Cannon, publisher of Making It Magazine, here to let all my independent artists, producers, and DJs know about MakingItMag.com. Not only are we in